Not sure if you guys remember, a few weeks ago, probably about a month or so now, I went for a bit of a walk over around Nombatong markets, bumped into a tall American lanky fella over there.
I'll hit you up on your channel one day, let you know, I'll say tall black man in Laos.
I just bumped into him again when I was on my push bike ride. We are at his joint now. Gonna sit down here and have a bit of a chat to old Charles. This is your baby.
Yeah, this is my baby. Let me put these lights on so you can see this old girl.
She'd light up the cows on Route 13, mate.
I rode this bike from here all the way to Moxie.
To Puxie.
Me and my old lady. Yep, just me and her.
Was she falling asleep on the back?
No.
That's one of the danger.
I hit a bad spot in some gravel, but I wasn't going that fast, and I kind of lost it a little bit. But I wiggled my way out of it, and brought it back up.
Oh, mate.
But yeah, that bike we rode it.
That's only a 150, is it?
That's a long ride, you know.
Yeah.
See, I added this.
Ah. Yeah, yeah.
I'll show you. Get on that big road, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I like sit back.
So what's it? Cruises on 100, okay, or?
Man, I don't. Tell me something. How much is this? Because like I said, the speeds are different here. Like in my country, this is 100 miles an hour. Is this 100 miles an hour?
No, that's 60 mile an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll do about 65 or 70, bro.
Yeah, yeah. It's only a 150, but
that's
150
right.
TSR.
You know, that's why I said I know this bike ain't doing 100. but that's fast enough for me.
But it makes you feel good seeing it sit on 100.
Sit on it, see how heavy it is, you see what I mean? It feels like it's a 500 or something. You see, it's a very heavy bike.
Heavy bike for the size of the engine.
Yeah, it rides good.
That is good.
It rides like a big bike. It rides like a big bike.
I just stalled it.
That's okay. That's all them lights I got on it.
So this whole joint here,
all this is me.
Is you?
Yeah, all this is me.
You don't know how many times I've rode and jogged past here and had a sticky beak in through the fence.
Yeah, all this is
because it is a nice placement.
I got cameras all the way around.
Yeah, good electric fence. I need one of those bastards. But how could, and Temple is straight across the road. When he explained to me across the road from the temple, I thought he meant on the other side over at Nong Ping. This is closer to our place, much closer to our place. So this was something you were thinking on renting out?
What I'm going to do with it, like I said, is I got 2 rooms, 3 rooms out here. You know, use your imagination. You know, could do anything. You know, just don't have air conditioning, but that's not a problem. It's easy for that. It's got fans. Let me show you the back here.
Oh well, Nina ever gets the shits with me, I know where to come.
Check this out.
Oh right, I was expecting to see over the door and you have a crop or something in there.
That's the only loud toilet I have.
Well, it is raised. It's sort of like a cross, isn't it? A cross between a Western and a Lao.
It's too low for me. I don't use it. I use the American toilet.
Yeah.
And we just had to get this thing replaced. The water pump went out. But they had it here a long time. This is my water tank, of course. I bought that bike in Poxy. I bought this bike in Poxy.
Yeah. What did that set you back?
2 G's.
Yeah.
I know you can't believe it. 2. But now I would sell it for 2 because I put.
No, yeah, you've pimped it right out, dude.
Yeah, but that's what I paid for it, and it's only a year old.
Yeah.
You see how many miles I got? It's got little miles on it, and you know I've always kept it inside.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I said, that's the one the 15-year-old ride, but I ride.
Yeah, that's your daily ride.
This one's a lot of work, you know. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I like that's my road bike. And this little baby here is strong too. You'd be surprised about this in Cambodia. I paid $900 for that.
I haven't seen one of those before.
$900. It's strong. Me, I can ride me, my old lady, and my grandson.
How long's the charge last? How
It'll go about probably 30, 35 miles.
but the battery, how long does it last? You know, a couple of hours?
No, you can do 30 miles.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, I'm thinking mile an hour.
30, 35.
30.
You gotta figure out the hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's a beauty, that. When you live in town close, that's all you blame
yeah,
on.
when people see it sometimes they think it's a motorbike, but it's not. Yeah,
Anyway, nope.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, this is my
You're a little cute boy, mate.
this is my company. My everything.
You're everything. Here's his camera, GoPro. Say hello, Sabadi.
You
No.
sleep with Papa every day, wake up with Papa every day.
Nice.
I think he wants some ice. Ice block.
Okay, go with Mama.
Yeah.
She never had one.
Yeah.
Nobody in her family ever owned a car.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is her first car. You know, I bought it for her. I mean, of course, as long as I'm here, I'm gonna drive it.
So how long have you been in Laos?
1 year here. Well, 2 years.
2 years in.
1 year in Poxy
Okay.
and 1 year here.
Right.
And 1 year in Thailand.
Okay. So you came
And-
from Thailand to Paksay.
No, from Thailand to Cambodia. I
Okay.
thought I wanted to live in Cambodia. But
Yeah.
then after about a year there, I was tired of there and decided, you know, that I want to come to Poxy. But, I mean, to Laos. But what happened was, when I met her in Thailand, she said that she was from Poxy. So I went online and I looked up the place, you know, because I was tired of Thailand, ready to move somewhere else. And I said, okay, Poxy looks good.
Yeah.
You know, have big shopping malls, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But when I got to Poxy, I had already found my house and everything, but I found out I was in the country. I wanted to be in Vietnam City. You understand? But it was too late. I had another house already there.
Ah. Okay.
You know, but you know, it's easy to get confused.
Yeah.
You know, when you look at stuff online, I'd never been there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when she said she lived in Vietnam, I said, well, she said she had a house in Vietnam. Well, in Poxy, but I thought Poxy was inside the capital.
Right. You just thought it was a part of Vientiane.
And you know, I had looked online and I said, okay, well, they got plenty of American restaurants and all of that. I can go shopping, whatever. But then when I got to Poxy, you know, I found a house and everything, and then I started looking around. I said, something's not right. I said, you know, where's all the malls and stuff? And then I went back online and looked again, and it said Vietnam. And I said, my God, I moved to this ghost town.
It's not a very big city, is it? It's a beautiful city to capture on video, you know, because of the big
temples
Dao
and
building and the temples and the Buddha and right on the river and that. But it's not very big in area. I was very surprised how small it is.
You know, nothing against Poxy. They just didn't have nothing there for me because I like to eat.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, and
yeah.
There's not a, you know, sometimes I
We're
wanna
too
get a good
westernized
pizza.
as far as our food, I think. You know.
And the pizza, they have pizza, but it's, you know, it's not really.
They cook it in those bloody air oven things. Oh man, yeah.
Right.
And the sauce is usually tomato sauce or ketchup, you know, not a proper pizza sauce.
But you know, in Vietnam, inside that mall, they got a good pizza
Oh
place.
mate,
They do
there is a
restaurants,
few good
and
pizzas
hamburgers.
in. Yeah,
That's what-
Tyson's Kitchen also. They make a good pizza.
And
too.
also, you know, downstairs where you buy groceries, where you have that little card, you get food, you know.
Yeah.
Those little places, I can eat their food. Like these places, I don't eat their food.
Yeah.
But I eat the same thing, duck. You know, because like I said, I don't take a lot of chances. I don't need.
I'm pretty much the same when we travel. There's a couple of good dishes that I'll get, you know, and it's usually something like a Lao steak, which is just like a stir fry, and they're both stir fry dishes of just beef or pork, yeah, different flavours.
So how many years you say you've been here?
Non-stop, only about 20 months, but I've been coming here since 2014.
Okay, well you've been coming here about as long as I've been coming to Thailand.
Yeah. So
that's where it got started.
We'll
Thailand.
back it up a bit. You came from the States. Whereabouts in the States
Houston,
were you?
Texas.
Houston, Texas.
Yeah,
I have a
all
lot
my
of
life.
subscribers from Texas, man.
All of my life, Houston, Texas.
Yeah. What is it with Texans and Southeast Asia? Well, there is a lot of
mean, you know,
Lao
everybody
there is a
comes
lot
from
of Lao
Southeast
Americans
Asia.
in Texas too, I
You
think.
know, you asked me what is it with Texans in Southeast Asia? What is it with the Aussies? It's the same. Everybody, you know, think about it. We
Yeah.
all come here for the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, we come here for a better life, a simple life, a life with less stress, and the best value
Yeah.
for our
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
And we know how much the dollar is up right now. For me, the dollar, but yours is different.
Yeah, it is different, but
When I first got here, I was getting 10 million for 100.
right, okay.
10 million.
Yeah.
But now I'm getting 10 million. It's like $565.
Yeah.
You know, like an
yeah.
extra $65. That's
Yeah.
just how it's
Yeah,
getting.
I do remember it was in around 2014, it was about 9 million, you know,
And-
closer to
And
10.
I can't even count this small money in Lao. I just give it to her because
They just fill your wallet. So what year did you travelled to Thailand first?
Yeah.
And what year was that?
I was 2 years ago. Well, like I said, I've been coming for about almost 10 years.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
usually I come,
So-
I'll stay 3 months, or I'll stay 1 month. I never stay less than a month.
So you never lived in Thailand,
No, not over
and-
1 year.
right?
1 year was my longest stay.
Your
and that
longest.
was
You were
3 years
backwards
ago.
and forwards.
That was 3 years ago between Thailand, Cambodia. Well, actually 4 years because I spent a year here, I spent a year Paxi, I spent a year Thailand, and I spent a year in Cambodia.
So you've been hopping all over the place.
Well, you know, trying to decide where I want to, you know, spread my wings more or less.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like I said, I'm here now. Basically, I'm here to save money because if I travel anywhere else, I gotta buy her a visa. I don't have to buy her a visa for long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only me.
Yeah. But that isn't the reason that's keeping you here. You think
the reason
you
that-
found the place you were looking for?
Yeah, and the reason for that is because economics. It's a lot cheaper to live here than I could live in Thailand. I could get a lot more.
See, a lot of people would
And
argue that
Cambodia.
point with you.
And Cambodia.
Yeah.
Well, you have to look at the food, the prices we pay for food here. You have to just not only rent. You know, people say, okay, you can get a condo, and because I had a nice condo in Thailand with the pool on top, you know,
Yeah.
a whole 9 yards, 5-star. I was paying 21 Thai baht, which is close to $600.
Yeah.
You know, you can get the same thing here for $600. You can get the same thing in Cambodia, $600. I can get a 3-bedroom house here for $350.
Yeah.
And you know, I can get that same thing in Thailand.
Yeah. It depends on.
But when you add up your visa costs, what it costs us to stay in Thailand, that's what run me out of there. All the hoops Thailand wants you to jump through.
They're not,
That's why I left Thailand.
and they're not getting any easier, mate.
But I love Thailand, don't get me wrong. I'll always go back to visit and take my little vacations.
Yeah. Oh, I
But
love
that's-
visiting that.
For me, Thailand is just, if you've been there a number of times, you know what it is.
Yeah.
So when you know what it is, it's just, you're not expecting anything. You're just having fun. It's just a place to go have fun, and then you leave and you go back to wherever you come from and get serious again.
Yeah.
Don't take Thailand in to be taken serious,
All right. Yeah.
especially in the dating scene.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
dating,
a lady from Laos, they're brought up a lot better. It's not always about your money. Like I said, I like Thailand. I don't want to say nothing bad about Thailand, but the ladies are different. Every country you go to, the ladies are different.
Yeah.
Just like you go to America, I don't want to deal with them. You know.
In your personal opinion, what's Thailand have over Laos and Cambodia as far as lifestyle, living?
I don't know. I really don't see what they
Partying?
have over. Well, yeah, I would say
beaches,
the nightlife.
beaches, resorts, I guess.
Nightlife. I would just say nightlife.
Yeah.
Red District.
But as far as somebody wanting to retire, and I guess this comes down to personal preference also.
Yeah.
The type,
If you're the type of retiree that wants to party all the time, Thailand, Pattaya is the place
Yeah.
for you. If you want to get away from all of that, you're better off if you go into some of the provinces, whether it be Khon Kaen. A lot of these girls come from
Chiang Rai and
Chiang Rai, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, those places. Or if you really want to settle down, you want to go somewhere where there's not a lot of violence, come to Laos.
yeah.
Laos is the safest place that I've been out of Thailand and Cambodia. This
So
is
you
the safest
actually
place.
feel safer here than Cambodia?
I feel safer here.
Okay. What was
I've
your?
never seen a fight.
How did you like Cambodia? What was it?
I lived in Phnom Penh when I was in Cambodia. I didn't really do a lot. It was very busy, a lot of traffic.
So you were just by yourself then, living there?
No, we were still together.
Yeah.
I brought her
Okay.
from Thailand.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
went to Cambodia and then
So all this time we're talking about,
We lived together.
you were a couple. Yeah. Okay.
we've been a couple for 3 years.
Yeah.
It don't seem like, but you know how fast time
Oh
goes
yeah.
by.
Yeah. Exactly.
You and Mimi been a couple for
Oh well. From the first time I travelled here in 2014, we were together, but a lot of that was long distance.
Yeah.
From
so we've never had the long
up until about 2018, I think, I was using all my annual leave over here. I was coming over here. From 2018, I'd worked out a deal with work to work 3 months at home, have 3 months off. They knew I was leaving, and because the industry I worked in, they didn't want to lose me. They asked, can you work 6 months a year? And we worked out 3 on, 3 off. So up until COVID, that's what I was doing. The COVID 2020, I came here a few weeks before I was supposed to, just before everything shit itself, and I got stuck here deliberately and haven't been home since.
Well, just like for instance, for me, what happened to me was when I first came to Epoxy, before I moved to Vincennes, I wanted to go to Vietnam. But
Okay.
because of COVID, I couldn't go anywhere. As
Yeah.
far as I could go was
Yeah.
Vincennes. So that's how I ended up here.
And you know what it was like for the first year. We were lucky to have bloody 40 cases, no deaths.
That's
we were
what-
doing good.
Very good. And we're still doing good.
We are, yeah, we are.
Compared if you look around there.
Oh yeah. Even Australia's copping it now.
And,
the
I watch
US
the news in America all
Yeah.
the time, and it's up.
Yeah.
So many people don't want to get vaccinated.
So was Laos ever on your radar before you met?
Never. I didn't. The only time I went to Laos was I left Thailand one time, across the border.
Done
to
a
get
visa run.
Visa run. That's all I do
Okay.
about Laos, and that didn't take but a day.
And this was before you had
Yeah,
hooked
before I
up.
met her.
So what were your thoughts on Laos then, just as a visa
Oh, it
run?
was- then if you'd asked me about Laos, I told you I'd never moved there.
Exactly. That is what I was getting at, because you'd be surprised how
I-
how many people have commented about they never liked Laos, and when it comes down to it is because they were doing a visa run. Vientiane or Paxi and places like that just isn't the type of place to give you a good impression of what living in Laos is like. You've
But
got to
when
get
you-
out of these cities.
But when you stay here for like a year, any city you go to, any country, whatever, I think you need to stay there for at least a year to really see if you like it.
Yeah, yeah,
I think it takes about a year to really get the feel of it.
Yeah.
You know, when I first came here, like I said, it was just visa run. You know,
yeah.
I was here
yeah.
1 or 2 days and
You'd
back.
come here and you're bored shitless, I
Yeah.
bet.
You know, nothing here. You know?
Yeah. there
And
is-
then I was single then too, you know. That's a big thing.
Yeah, yeah,
You know. And,
yeah.
you
It's
know,
a
when you're
very
single-
sleepy type of city, isn't it, Vientiane?
Yeah. And, you know, like I said, when you're retired and you're single, of course you want to be around the ladies. But once you find a lady you want to be with,
Yeah.
then you can settle down and move
Yeah.
around somewhere where you want to have a good life.
Yeah.
And that's how I ended up here, you know.
So nearly 1 year in Paksay, 1 year here in Vientiane,
Yeah.
and still digging it.
And I don't intend on moving.
No.
Because like I said, I'm buying too much to move. You know, I didn't start buying until I come to Paksay because I tried to keep it light. So if I don't like it here, I can move. You know, when you start buying furniture and different things,
Yeah,
like if I want to move from here back to Paksay, it's going to cost me about $500-600 to get a truck.
yeah. You've got a great place here, you know. I've mentioned it so many times before. You've got a real village type feel in this area of Vientiane,
Oh, yeah.
but we're only 8 to 10 minutes away
Right.
from the centre,
Right.
from the night markets,
That's right.
from bloody Tyson's Kitchen, Tully's Irish Bar, things like that.
Yeah, it's no problem. You know, all you need is a
it
motor.
feels like we're right out in this, well, not right out in the sticks, but a nice, you know, cozy, shady.
You know, when I first got here, I only had that motorbike right there.
Yep.
And I rode this for 6 months before I decided to buy this car. I didn't, when I was in Paksay, I was riding that motorcycle for 1 year.
Just that.
Just that, and I brought it here. This car is only 6-7 months old, something
Yeah.
like that. Because, you know, I got a baby now, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Weather and things like that.
You know,
yeah.
you see a lot of babies on motorbike, even though he loves to ride, you see I ride him all the time, but we don't go that far.
Yeah.
You know, I feel, when you get a baby, you want to put him in the car.
Yeah, yeah. That isn't your baby, by the way, is it? Yeah, no.
My grandson.
Just to point it out, you know, he isn't starting late or anything.
In my mind, he's my baby.
Yeah, oh, of course,
You know?
you're
You know,
raising him.
it's just like if you adopt a child.
Yeah,
you love
they're
them like
yours.
your own
They're
child.
yours. They are.
That's why I tell people, you know, people say, "Is that your son?" And I'll say yes, because I don't feel like I have to explain.
Yeah.
You know, and of course they look at the child and they look at me, and then I know some people are like, must be the mailman.
Well, I didn't think that, but when I met you at the markets, Nongpatong markets, I just presumed that it was your child.
Because really, it's kind of hard to tell nowadays somebody's ethnic group just by the color of the skin. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I made a lot
Yeah.
of mistakes in my lifetime.
Yeah.
You know, especially, you know, when I went to Thailand, I saw a lot of Indians, and I didn't realize that they were so black, some of them.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I'm like,
I think we're used to seeing, the
You know,
ones we see back in Australia
in the
or
States,
the US
they're
and
not
that.
that dark.
Nah.
You know, they're like my color,
Yeah.
but,
yeah.
you know, I was just really surprised at how dark they were.
Yeah.
And they're just as dark as the Africans.
I've never seen too many Indians in Lauba.
I haven't seen too many black people here, but I think I've seen a few Africans.
Okay,
people.
yeah.
Not Americans.
I've seen one young African American at the gym I was going to before lockdown. Really fit guy, nice guy.
And like I said, I haven't met. I think I met 1 or 2 Americans since I've been here at a restaurant.
Anyway, dude, we could talk shit all afternoon. This was just a chance meeting. He called up with me earlier on, so I'm going to leave it to you guys. Hit us up if you got any specific questions to actually ask Charles. You know, we're just sort of just having a chin wag, getting to know each other right now. But if there's anything specific you'd like to know about Laos, Thailand,
And if
Cambodia, his opinion on it, his
And
thoughts.
If anybody out there need some help with something, I can work too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If somebody needs me for some help, I don't know.
But,
Give me a call.
okay.
I can do a lot of different things.
Yeah, what is your background, dude?
Well,
You,
know,
you
like I
said you drove trucks?
security,
Yeah.
bodyguard.
Yeah.
I can be a limo driver, all sorts of things.
But we'll just state the fact
But-
you're not desperate. You're just
No,
you're
right.
just bored.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna be okay, but I would like to do something than to just sit around the house.
Yeah, and wonder what day it is
it's
because
not about a lot of money.
nah.
Because I'm not expecting to make big money here in Laos. You know, just a decent living.
Yeah. And that's what it does come down to, isn't
Because
it, in
you
Laos?
cannot expect, you know, the salary that we get where we live, you can't expect
Oh,
that
no.
salary here.
No,
Or Thailand or anywhere else.
no.
But some people don't think the way we do.
No.
You
No,
know.
You'd be surprised how many people think, oh, I'm from here, so I should be getting those wages.
Some of them think they're being cheated.
Yeah.
They go, oh,
But I've got all this experience.
yeah,
So what?
you're not at home.
Yeah. You're not
You
that.
know, because you know what a teacher's salary here is.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
and-
some of them don't do too bad, but
yeah,
some
and-
teachers in the private schools.
and say, if you teach English here just by getting this TFL certificate, I would make more than the teachers in the public school.
Yeah.
And I don't have a degree in teaching.
No, that's right. You've just done an online course. Yeah. But because you're a native
American.
speaker, it is your native language.
That's
And
the
that
whole-
is what they're after.
That's what you're looking. But you know, China. Is it China or is it Korea? They just stopped the online stuff.
Did they?
Because they don't want us teaching their kids anymore. It's a lot of politics going on.
Anyway, guys, that's it. Like I said, hit us up in the comments below. Hit us up with some questions. What you want to know about Charles's experiences in Cambodia, Thailand, Laos. How can he help you? How can you guys help him? That's it. We're going to finish off these beers. Thanks for stopping by. Catch us later. Righto, guys. Charles has caught me very unprepared for this video. Wasn't planning for it to happen today. If there is anything he didn't cover in the video that you'd like to know, hit us up in the comments below and we'll do another video. We'll see if we can answer it for you. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.